Talk about that and what that moment means to you.
A lot of guys is doing their job. I wouldn't have done it without Eugene. He put pressure on the quarterback and made the guy throw up something, and I just made the play on the ball.
What was the conversations like in the locker room from that first half and the way the defense performed moving into the second half?
We knew that we was just messing up simple assignments that we worked on in practice, and it was just basically just getting back to our details and playing our style of football.
Jerrin, how frustrating a night was that defensively? Because you played a guy that's running all over the place, and they kept kind of the pocket short, quick.
Yeah, a lot of the explosives that they had was just mental bust on our end. That's nothing that they did that was special. We had a good scheme, and we just got to play harder and make the plays that come to us.
Yeah, you had a bunch of young guys out there
Yes,
with you
sir.
in the secondary tonight.
Yes,
What did you think of those guys?
I think they still got to work. We still got a lot of work to do, and as a leader, I got to keep working with them.
How does the mentality maybe change moving forward now that you guys are about to get into the grind of SEC play?
I think the mentality is it's always been to be the best version of us, no matter who we play. Doesn't matter who we play. We're gonna be the best version of Auburn that we can.
Jerrin, whenever they kind of got down to the red zone, kind of that area, you were able to, for the most part, shut them down. Was there something you were kind of doing once they got near the end zone?
I mean, when our D-line is holding the line of scrimmage well, it's hard to do anything. So I give all the credit to our big boys up front, holding it down and allowing us to play tight coverage in the back end.
Is that a big confidence, though, to play well in the
Most
red
definitely.
zone heading into next week?
Most definitely. You got to have pride, and you got to be at your best in the red zone. That's one thing. You know, anything can happen situational, but when we get down there, we got to tighten up and we got to be at our best.
What's it like playing with Philip Belidi? How has he really just come into his own, especially this is his first year in SEC play?
Yeah, Phil, we call him Crash out. That can basically explain itself what type of guy he is. He's a hard working ethic, brings a lot of juice. He's that energetic type of guy that you love, especially as a D lineman. You want guys to go in there and disrupt stuff. Phil's exactly the type of dude you want.
That pick, did you know you had it? I know it was a little bit of confusion when it was all over. Did you know you got it?
No, I knew I had it.
How big is that? I mean, you guys, I know after last week not having a lot of turnovers, getting a couple this week with you and Kite, how big are those?
Yeah, turnovers is probably one of the biggest differentials when you decide of why a team won the game, and that was one of the emphasis we was moving on this week was try to create some turnovers. We knew these guys were we call them violators. They was loose with the ball. And we knew he was going to throw us something. So just being in the right spot at the right time, I just made my play.
They had a significantly less amount of explosive plays through the air in the second half. Was there something that y'all did that remedied that, or was it just
Discipline. Like I said earlier, all the explosives they did have in the first half was just bad eyes and discipline. We sharpened it up and we actually locked in the second half.
I know it's the other side of the ball, but what did you see from maybe Hank when you were on the sidelines and him really to step into that role?
He showed a lot of leadership, what we need, and for him to step up, we need both our quarterbacks to keep sharpening each other. So just him having a good game, I'm happy for him, and it's good for the team.
What's it like kind of playing behind, you kind of touched on this earlier, but what's it like playing behind someone like Keldrick? He had that big pressure on 4th and 5.
Yeah, when you got good defensive linemen, you know, you can expect the ball to come out at a certain time, and just based on what we're running. Like we're sending blitzes. Keldrick's one of the best edge rushers in the nation, so with him being said, I know I can tighten up, and I know that he's going to help me a little bit.
Appreciate